Hello, students. Once again, I am here with a new poem, Fire and Ice. And as you know, this poem is written by Robert Frost. Today, we will be dealing with the introduction of the poem, the summary, and the explanation in detail. I will be also explaining the literary devices used in this poem. So first, let us begin with the introduction. Robert Frost's poem Fire and Ice expresses the profound idea that the world would end in either of two ways, either by ice or fire. Both the components are compared with self-destructing human emotions. They are hatred and desire. The poem very artistically underpins the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us, and if we don't control them, they will surely destroy everything around us. Similarly, he thinks fire and ice both are just as competent in bringing the world to a catastrophic end. Now, let us look at the summary of the poem. Robert Frost's poem Fire and Ice is a strong symbolic poem where fire is used as the emotion of desire and ice that of hatred. He has used the idea of two groups who have their own possible explanation for the end of the world. One is of the opinion that fire alone can destroy each and every possibility of life on earth, while the other thinks that if ice as a result of extreme low temperatures could cover the earth's surface, it would lead to the end of the world. Both the components are compared with self-destructing human emotions, desire and hatred. The poet is originally of the opinion that he has been very closely associated with the fiery desires and considers it capable of bringing human beings on the verge of destruction. Thus, he considers fire as more competent for destruction. But then, he thinks that icy hatred is just as capable of ruining humans, though slowly and steadily. Therefore, if earth was to end twice, ice would be just as good as fire. If fire would lead to rapid destruction, ice would lead to silent damage. Similarly, if fire is pure passion, ice is pure reason. Thus, the poem very artistically underpins the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us, and if we don't control them, they will surely bring us all on the verge of chaos. Now, let us see the poem in detail. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Here, desire means a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Favor means approval or support. The poem expresses the profound idea that the world would end in either of two ways, either by ice or fire. One group is of the opinion that someday the Earth's core will get so heated up that it would lead to fire destroying the earth's surface. On the other hand, the second group says that if the temperature goes down to an extent that makes life on earth impossible, it would have the same catastrophic effect. The poet then compares fire and ice with the destructive features of human emotions, desire and hatred. He says that from what he is aware about fiery desires, he would favor the ones who say that it would be fire. By saying so, he brings about the idea that human beings let their emotions rule them, and the consequence of unmonitored longing is chaos. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. Here perish means to die, suffice means be sufficient. Then, by not waiving off the first option of fire, he considers if the world has to expire twice, ice would be equally competent in ending it. He brings about a contrast between ice and hatred. The human capability of insensitivity and hatred has the potential for inner destruction. Though slow and steady, it has the same effect that desire has on us. So, if given an option between fire and ice, ice would be just as good as fire to destroy the world. Now, let us look at the poetic devices used in this poem. First of all, let us see the rhyme scheme of this poem. The rhyme scheme of the poem is AB, ABC, BCB. The first literary device used here is assonance. Assonance is repetition of vowel sounds in same line. The repetition is at different places in different words. For example, the long sound of O in I hold with those who favor fire. Another literary device used here is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of a consonant sound at the start of two or more closely placed words. For example, the sound of F in favor, fire, and W in world, will. Next poetic device is imagery. Imagery is used to make readers perceive things involving their five senses. Example, some say the world will end in fire. To say that for destruction, ice is also great. Another poetic device used here is anaphora. The repetition of a word or expression at the start of two or more consecutive lines. For example, some say is repeated at the start of line 1 and line 2. Another poetic device used here is personification. Personification is to give human qualities to inanimate objects. In this poem, fire and ice are capable of destruction. Thus, the poet personifies fire and ice by giving them mind and power to destroy anything. Another literary device used here is enjambment. It is defined as the thought or clause that does not come to an end at a line break. Rather, it moves over to the next line. Example: from what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. I hope you have understood this poem well. If you have understood, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And also, please don't forget to press the notification bell. Thank you for watching this video.